Welcome back to another Books to Riches deep dive. You know that feeling, right? Like when you check your bank account
Oh, yeah.
and you're like, wait, where did all my money go? It can feel like you're just totally lost in this maze of finances, especially when you see, everyone else on social media is seemingly having it all figured out.
It's funny because, it's not always what it seems.
Right.
But what's so interesting is that money struggles, they're really rarely about intelligence.
Yeah.
Financial stress. It's honestly universal. And Tiffany Aliche, you know her, the budgetnista.
Yeah. Love her.
She really just hits the nail on the head when she says, your story is very common. You are not the exception, but the rule.
Whoa, that is powerful.
Yeah.
It's just like instantly takes away that shame.
Absolutely.
And that feeling of like, oh, I'm the only one who's, struggling with this.
Yeah, you're not alone.
So if it's not about, being like a math whiz or something, what is the key to like unlocking that financial mastery?
Well, Aliche, she lays out these 5 simple but really profound rules.
Yeah.
And the best part is they're not about deprivation or these crazy restrictions.
Right.
It's all about how do you empower yourself
I like that, yeah.
and get your money in line with what really matters to you.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's dive in.
Okay, sounds good.
Rule number 1, what is it?
Rule number 1, budgeting is saying yes.
Ooh.
Right? Because think about it. A budget, it's not about saying no to everything fun.
I mean, a lot of people think that, yeah.
Right. It's about prioritizing what you really want.
Okay.
And Aliche, she actually compares it to your mom.
Okay.
Maybe your mom didn't let you eat candy every day, but she wasn't saying never.
Right.
She was saying yes, but within these healthy boundaries.
I love that analogy.
It's so true.
It's so true.
So how do we actually practically apply this budget as a yes concept?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So she suggests creating what she calls a money list.
Okay.
So you track your expenses for a month and you just really see where your money is actually going.
Okay.
And it's amazing how much we spend on things that we don't even really care about.
It's like taking inventory.
Right. Exactly.
Of your spending.
Yes.
And then once you see it all laid out,
yeah,
you can start to be like, okay, well, I don't really need that. Or maybe I can cut back here
exactly
to reach a goal that I really value.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so we've taken inventory of our spending. We're being more intentional with our budget.
Yeah.
But what about debt?
Ooh, a big D word.
Yeah, right. For
Right.
so many people, that's the biggest source of financial anxiety.
Absolutely. And Aliche, she doesn't shy away from that.
Okay, good.
So rule number 2 is get real about debt.
Okay.
And the first step is to actually confront it head on. So you list out everything that you owe. The interest rates, what are your minimum payments, due dates, all of it.
Oh, that sounds scary.
It can be scary, but that clarity, it's so crucial
Yeah.
to being able to actually move forward.
Like ripping off the Band-Aid.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Get it over with.
Uh-huh.
But then how do you actually tackle it?
Right. So she outlines 3 popular methods: the snowball, avalanche, and the tsunami.
Oh, okay.
So the snowball method is all about momentum.
Okay.
So you pay off your smallest debts first, regardless of the interest rate.
Interesting.
So it gives you these quick wins,
Yes. Okay.
which keeps you motivated.
I can see how that'll be helpful, especially if you're feeling really overwhelmed.
Absolutely. It's a psychological boost.
Yeah.
Now, the avalanche method,
Okay.
it's more about long-term savings.
Okay.
So you target the highest interest rate debt first.
Okay.
So you're minimizing that total amount you'll pay back.
Makes sense.
And then there's a tsunami method, which focuses on the debt that's causing you the most stress,
Yeah.
regardless of the size or the interest.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it's whatever is
Keeping you up at night.
yeah, keeping you up at night. Yeah.
Okay, so it's about choosing the strategy that really aligns with your personality and your financial goals. That makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah.
But what about saving?
Oh, good question.
So many people feel like, oh, I can't even think about saving until I'm out of debt.
Right. And that's a really common misconception.
Okay.
And Alicia's rule number 3, it challenges that head on.
Okay, what is it?
Save small, but start now.
Okay,
You don't need this huge income to start saving.
I like that, yeah.
Even small, automatic transfers $5 a paycheck.
Okay.
It makes a difference.
It's about building the habit.
Exactly. Consistency over intensity.
Yeah, I love that.
Right.
But I've always been told, save as much as possible. Is there such a thing as too much saving?
There actually is, especially in a low-interest account.
Okay.
If your savings are just sitting there, they're actually losing value because of inflation.
Oh, interesting.
So Aliche, she suggests a 1-year cap on emergency savings.
Okay.
Once you reach that, then you can start exploring, like putting some money into investments that have the potential to grow faster.
Okay, so it's not about just hoarding money.
Right.
It's about making it work for you.
Exactly.
Which I love that idea.
Yeah.
Before we dive into the last 2 rules,
Okay.
I want to take a moment to just acknowledge,
Yeah.
the amazing support we receive here at Books Too Riches.
It's true. We are so grateful.
It's incredible. Like,
Our listeners are the best.
the listeners who have joined us on this mission of making financial knowledge accessible, like, to everyone.
To everyone.
It's so amazing.
It is.
If you're enjoying this deep dive and you want to support our mission, consider subscribing to the Books Too Riches channel. We rely on the support of our amazing community to keep creating this content.
Absolutely.
And we love hearing from you.
We do.
Let us know what resonates with you.
Yes.
What financial challenges you're facing, what topics you'd like us to cover in future deep dives.
Yeah.
Your feedback helps us create,
It really does.
more valuable content that meets your needs.
Exactly.
Okay, so now back to Alicia's wisdom.
Yes.
Rule number 4. This one's all about, like, demystifying a topic that can feel, like, so confusing
Oh, yeah.
and intimidating.
Aw.
You talk about credit scores, right?
Credit scores, yes.
It's like this mysterious number
It is.
that holds, like, so much power over our financial lives.
It does. It feels like magic sometimes.
It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Aliche, she breaks it down beautifully.
She does. She's amazing.
Rule number 4 is mastering credit.
Yes.
And she emphasizes that it's not about magic, it's about math.
It is. It's just math.
Okay.
Which is good news. Because you can understand math.
We can understand math.
Right.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
You got this.
Okay.
So by understanding, like, the simple math behind credit scores, you can actually take control.
Okay, I like that. Take control.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we crack the code of this credit score math?
Well, Aliche, she lays out some, like, pretty clear strategies.
Okay.
So first of all, automate your bill payments.
Okay.
That way you avoid those late fees
Right.
and those, like, dreaded negative marks on your credit report.
It's like set it and forget it.
Yeah, exactly. It takes the mental burden right off your shoulders.
I like that.
Another, like, super simple tip is using a credit card for recurring expenses.
Okay.
Like your streaming subscription.
Uh-huh.
And you pay it off in full each month.
Okay.
So you're demonstrating, like, responsible credit usage.
So it's not about avoiding credit cards altogether.
No.
It's about using them strategically.
Exactly. And finally, this is a big one. Keep your credit utilization under 30%.
Okay, what did that mean?
So that means using less than 30% of your total available credit.
Okay, so, like, if my credit limit is $1,000,
Yes.
I shouldn't have a balance of more than $300.
You got it.
Okay.
By keeping those balances low, you show lenders that, like, you're managing your credit responsibly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so now on to rule number 5.
Okay.
This is where I think, like, the real magic happens.
Ooh, I like magic. Let's hear it.
It's called dreamscaping.
Dreamscaping. Okay.
And it's all about connecting your money to the bigger picture, your dream life.
So it's not just about numbers and spreadsheets.
No, not at all.
It's about, like, aligning your finances with your vision for the future.
Exactly.
Okay.
At least she challenges us to think about it this way. Like, we plan vacations down to the minute,
Yeah.
but we often don't put that same level of intentionality into our dreams.
Oh, that's so true.
Right.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day and lose sight of, like, the big picture.
Absolutely.
Okay, so dreamscaping, what does that actually look like?
So it's about, like, getting crystal clear on your ideal lifestyle.
Okay.
So, like, where do you want to live? What do you want to do?
Okay.
How much time do you want to spend with your loved ones?
Yeah.
And once you have that vision, like, really clear in your mind, you can start making those financial choices that support it.
It's like creating a financial roadmap
Yes.
that leads you to your dream destination.
I love that. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that roadmap, it might require us to address something that Aliche calls the under-earning trap.
Under-earning. What is that?
So it's the idea that sometimes the problem isn't overspending.
Yeah.
It's not earning enough to support the life you want.
Oh, interesting.
Right. So Aliche, she really encourages us to consider if we're truly being valued
Okay.
for our skills and our contributions.
So it's not just about managing the money we have. It's also about being proactive in, like, increasing our income.
Exactly. And she calls this illustrating your Oprah.
Illustrating your Oprah.
Yeah, so it's about advocating for yourself.
Okay.
Tracking your achievements. Like, write those things down.
Okay.
Researching industry standards and approaching salary negotiations with confidence.
So it's about owning your worth.
Yes.
Making sure you're being compensated fairly.
Exactly.
Okay, like that.
Now, before we wrap up, we just want to take a moment to express our gratitude
Yes.
to our incredible Books to Riches community.
You are the heart and soul of this mission.
You really are.
And your support, it means the world to us.
It really does.
If you're finding value in this deep dive and you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, we encourage you to do so.
Please do.
Your support helps us reach more people.
It does.
And continue creating this, like, empowering content.
Absolutely.
And we love hearing your thoughts.
We do.
What are your biggest takeaways from Aliche's advice? What resonates with you? What financial challenges are you facing?
Yes, let us know.
And what topics would you like us to explore in future deep dives?
Yeah, tell us everything.
Your feedback is invaluable
It really is.
in helping us create content that truly meets your needs.
Exactly. So please leave a comment below
Yeah.
and let's keep this conversation going.
Now, returning to Aliche's insights,
Yes.
I think one of the most powerful takeaways is that money is a tool,
Yeah.
not the goal.
Right.
It's about aligning your finances with your values
Yes.
and using them to build the life that you truly desire.
Absolutely. It's about freedom, empowerment, and creating a life that feels aligned and fulfilling.
Yeah, it's so empowering when you realize, like, oh, wait, I actually have more control over this than I thought.
Right.
Like, Aliche's approach, it's not about being perfect, it's about progress.
It is. It's about making those conscious choices that move us towards our goals.
Exactly. And she gives us, like, the practical tools to actually start that journey.
She does.
Like, remember the money list exercise?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That simple act of just, like, tracking your spending for a month can be such a game changer.
It can. It really can.
It's about awareness.
Yes.
Right? Like, once you see where your money's actually going, you can start making those adjustments that are aligned with, your values and your dream life.
Absolutely. And don't underestimate the power of automation.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Setting up those automatic transfers for savings, bill payments. It takes that mental burden off.
For sure.
And it helps you stay consistent.
It's like having a financial safety net.
Yes.
Built right into your system.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we've talked about, her 5 rules. We've talked about her book. Are there any other resources you would recommend for listeners who want to kind of dive even deeper into Aliche's wisdom?
Well, her book, Get Good with Money, like you said, is a must-read.
Okay.
It's packed with advice, step-by-step guides, and inspiring stories that really just make personal finance feel accessible.
Yeah.
And even, dare I say, exciting.
Okay, like that, yeah.
And for those who love podcasts, I highly recommend checking out Alicia's interview on the Mel Robbins podcast.
Oh, good one, yeah.
Their conversation is full of energy and those actionable insights.
Awesome.
And, we've included links to some of our favorite books as well.
Yeah.
On personal finance, investing, mindset in the show notes.
Okay, perfect.
So be sure to check those out.
And we're constantly curating resources.
Yes, we are.
And creating new content here at Books to Riches.
Always.
So be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
And stay connected.
We would love for you to be part of the community.
Yes, your support helps us make financial knowledge accessible to everyone.
That's our mission.
And we truly value your feedback.
We do. We really do.
What are your biggest takeaways from this deep dive? What resonated with you?
Yeah. What are you going to implement?
What financial challenges are you facing?
Tell us.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
And tell us what topics you'd like us to explore in future deep dives.
We love hearing from you.
We're here to support you on your journey.
We are.
To financial freedom.
Ooh, you got this.
Remember, mastering money is a journey.
It is.
Not a destination.
Not at all.
It's about progress, not perfection.
Exactly.
And you have the power.
You do.
To create a life of financial abundance and fulfillment.
Yes, you do.
Thank you for joining us on this Books to Riches deep dive.
We're so glad you're